In 1973's The Golden Voyage of Sinbad, Ray Harryhausen unveiled one of his most unforgettable creations, Kali, the six-armed idol of destruction. Carved in stone with the luster of ancient bronze and brought to life by sorcery, she is not the cosmic mother of Hindu tradition, but a goddess transformed into a living sculpture in which motion and myth converge. The build-up to the fight is perfectly arranged with some amazing sound design as Kali unsheathes the six swords. And as Sinbad and Kali stare each other down, the music swells with pounding percussion and rising strings, turning their stare down into a ritual of sound and steel while emphasizing the coming danger. So, six arms awaken, six blades rise, and the dance of death begins. This is no ordinary duel. Kali's blades move in hypnotic rhythm, each strike a step in a ritual ballet, Ray Harryhausen's stop-motion animation giving her an uncanny vitality. Every arm moves with independent precision, yet together they weave a choreography that feels both mechanical and eerily alive. The crew's swords clash against hers, but their movements are frantic, human, and perfect, while Kali's are measured, symmetrical, and utterly relentless. Miklos Rocha's score pounds like a heartbeat, timpani and strings echoing the rhythm of combat. The percussion drives each blade's arc, while shrill violins cut through like steel on steel. Sound design and editing amplify the tension, the scrape of metal against metal, the echo of footsteps on stone, the hiss of breath as men strain against an idol that cannot tire. The art design of the chamber, flickering firelight, carved walls, and saturated coloring emphasizes a sense of ritual theatre, while the idol's bronze-hued sheen reflects the glow in cold, unyielding tones, heightening the sense of danger and mysticism. Every detail, from the gleam of Kali's blades to the sweat on Sinbad's crew, builds a contrast between human vulnerability and supernatural precision. It's a sequence where myth, music, and motion converge, a goddess reimagined as a weapon, a dance of death given the luster of ancient bronze and brought to life, one frame at a time, relentless and unstoppable. Fun fact, Kali's multi-armed choreography inspired General Grievous in Star Wars: Revenge of the Sith. Harryhausen called Kali one of his most demanding creations, animating six arms independently, each in rhythm, yet retaining a mechanical quality, meant working frame by frame, day by day, with a patience bordering on obsession. To capture the uncanny balance between dance and menace, he studied Indian dancer Surya Kumari, who performed with a student strapped to her back to mimic six arms. From her movements, Harryhausen built a choreography of terror, a ritual ballet translated into stop motion. Every step of that ballet required painstaking craft. The puppet's feet were anchored to the animation table with tiny tie-downs, unscrewed and reset into pre-drilled holes for each movement forward. Only through this ritual of adjustment could the goddess advance, her dance built from countless invisible labors. Later, the table itself was erased through split-screen compositing, replaced with a lower strip of the background plate, so that Kali appears seamlessly embedded in the temple chamber. To create the illusion of the sword fight, stunt coordinator Ferdinando Poggi strapped 3 stuntmen together to mimic Kali's 6 arms. Once the actors had rehearsed against this living stand-in, the stuntmen stepped aside and the actors fought to empty air for the cameras. Harryhausen then used rear projection to match each blade's arc frame by frame to their movement. Here's the master explaining the process himself.
Behind is a projector that will change frames of the film that is projected on the screen. In the foreground we have the model of Kali, and each frame I have to enter the picture when the shutter is closed and move each arm into a different position. Could you change frame, please? Now you see the figure on the background has changed its position considerably. Now the figure in the foreground has to be animated frame by frame so that at a certain moment, when the figure on the background raises his sword, it may take 10 frames, it may take 12 frames, it depends, will make contact with the sword that's in the background. And this process is repeated and repeated and repeated many times until the desired result is obtained.
What we got was a seamless duel where flesh and stone seemed to share the same space. The Kali puppet itself stood around 12 inches tall, a compact but intricate creation. Beneath its sculpted exterior lay a metal armature engineered to withstand the strain of 6 independently moving arms. Resin and latex were layered over the frame to give the idol its bronze finish, with subtle patinas applied so the figure would catch the torchlight and appear both ancient and lifelike. Every joint, head, torso, legs, and especially the 6 arms, was carefully balanced to allow for the ritual dance Harryhausen envisioned. Because lighting was critical to the illusion, a second puppet was built as a stand-in for the animation model. Sculpted and hand-painted by Harryhausen himself to have a worn brass finish, this particular model was used during pre-production to perfect the lighting and cinematography for the complex stop-motion scene where the 6-armed statue of Kali comes to life. In the end, Kali falls, but her dance lingers. The idol lies broken, yet the rhythm endures. Each frame a ritual preserved in bronze-hued stone, celluloid and memory, waiting to awaken again, each time the reel turns.